What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy Adrian here today with Frag Hits, and today I'm going to be talking to you about yet another powerhouse fragrance that is in my rotation, in my collection, and it is actually one of my favorite fragrances that I happen to have. So before we go in here too deep, how about we hit that intro roll? You go ahead and put on that juice that makes you feel loose so you can smell like Zeus, and let's get into it. So the fragrance I am talking about today is going to be 1 Million Lucky by Paco Rabanne. This one, hands down, one of my favorite fragrances. Don't ask me why. I have a lot of these things. I have a lot of fragrances, but you know, everybody has a handful of fragrances that just resonate with them. It hits on all the notes that you want to have, and it plays to your personal taste. And this just happens to be one of mine. So this is my Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. And yes, some of these I do keep them in the box when some of them I keep in the box, the majority of them I do not keep in the box. But I do have a little bit of an unboxing video for this one as well. I'll go ahead and show you that one so you get the full breakdown and everything like that, so you can kind of see what this looks like, what it is, and everything like that. Okay, this one is a little. Is a fingerprint magnet. All right, so this is that Paco Rabanne. This is that Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. Now, what you're gonna get with this one is a little bit different. This is completely different than your traditional Paco Rabanne 1 Million. It smells absolutely nothing like it whatsoever. It is a completely different iteration of it. This is a sidestep from the original one, and to me, there's very, if not none, of the similarities. So this one, when you smell this one, you're gonna get some woody accords. You're gonna get some of that citric accords. It's very sweet, it's very inviting. You do have florals that come through, and it's very aromatic. So this one tends to hit on multiple levels. Now, what everybody wants to know pretty much about every single fragrance are mainly 4 main points, sometimes 5. Obviously everybody wants to kind of know the price and stuff like that, but the 4 main things that are truly important about a fragrance are, number 1, the longevity. How long does it last on your skin? Is it a wimp? Is it a stud? Is it a beast? Or is it a stalker, and do you need to file a restraining order to get it off your skin? Number 2, the projection. How far is this stuff casting out into your surrounding area? Is it staying in your intimate zone? Is this going to a social zone? Or are you announcing your presence to everyone in the room the moment you walk in the door?
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
So, number 1, the longevity on this one is Paco Rabanne. Paco Rabanne usually doesn't put out a bad fragrance. The bottles are a little bit gimmicky, and I will say that, but they're extremely eye-catching. So I heavily applaud them for that, because the presentation on the bottles is bar none one of the best in the market. It just is. Like they give you that wow factor every single time when they come out with a new bottle. I mean, they've come out with a whole bunch of stuff. The Paco Rabanne line, with the 1 million line. I mean, look at what they did with Paco Rabanne Invictus. And then you also, if you're looking at the Phantom bottles, a little mini robot. I mean, like, come on, who's gonna think of something like that? Paco Rabanne thought about something like that. So their presentation is on point with all their stuff. Now, the longevity on this stuff is easily 10 hours. No joke, 10 hours on skin. If you put it on your clothing, for me, if you put it on your clothing, you can't wear it for about a week because it's just gonna stick around. It lingers on your clothes. Now, number two, your projection on this one is potent. This one does push. It does that announcement. It is kicking in the door. It is screaming in your face. I am here. So be a little bit cautious on the trigger. I can tell you one time for sure that I wore this just recently. I had to go to an appointment and I put on my normal 5 sprays. Actually, I take that back. I put on 6 sprays that day, and I kid you not, I walked in, filled out my paperwork, and from the other side of the door, in the next room over, halfway down the hall, a few minutes after sitting there, I heard somebody say, "Man, somebody smells good in here." And I'm like, I wonder if they're talking about me. And I was like, there's no way. I'm like, it's down the hall, behind the door, around the corner. There's no way they're talking about me. Sure enough, the lady comes out into the hall and she opens the door. She's like, "It was you." And I was like, "What was me?" She was like, "That was you. I could smell you all the way back there." I was like, "I'm sorry." She's like, "No, do not apologize. You smell phenomenal." I was like, "I appreciate that. Thank you very much." Legitimately unsolicited comment from rooms away. So projection on this is,
it's gonna be legend. Wait for it. And I hope you're not lactose intolerant, because the second half of that word is dairy. No, legendary.
epic, like next level on this one. So the notes that you're gonna get with this, first and foremost, on the top notes, you are going to get plum, pleasantly plum. And you will find sometimes fragrances that have plum in them are just friendly. They really are. They grab your attention and they keep it. They keep it holding on. I don't know what it is. It's something about the accord of plum. It just really does that. So this has plum, ozonic notes, it has grapefruit, and it has bergamot on the top. In the middle notes, you get hazelnut pancakes kind of, right? And then you get honey, you get cedar, you get cashmere wood, which you don't see all that often. Cashmere wood is one of those little different nuances. They don't mix it in a lot of stuff, so it's a very unique note. And then you have jasmine, and then you also have orange blossom in there, so a floral citrus smell. Very fresh, very aromatic. Now, on the base, the one thing that holds it through, you get amber wood. You also have patchouli, you have oak moss, and you have vetiver. So very clean, very fresh. Oak moss for a long time was used in very high-end, luxurious fragrances. And sometimes they don't use it anymore because sometimes it does trigger an it triggers an allergic reaction in some people. So sometimes they use synthetic, sometimes they actually use natural. But I believe in this one, it could be the natural one. Don't quote me on that because I don't know 100%. But this one in general smells great. So I'm gonna get a little tester strip. Now, distribution, look, you saw that right there. That's one spray. There's a good amount of distribution. They're atomizers, again, no joke on this. So you get a good amount of spray with just one puff. Now, again, you'll see me do this. I don't go straight in and actually go after it and anything like that, smell it straight up on the card, because the majority of people are going to be smelled in the air. They're not going to be smelled in on your skin. So I waft it towards me, and eventually, yeah, I'll go close up on the skin. So what this smells like fresh away is it smells very citrusy. It has the floral notes that come through, and it's sweet and inviting. Overall, the image that this gives me, if you were smelling this fragrance, envision yourself at a very luxurious resort out on the beach, hanging out with your friends. You just had a phenomenal breakfast, let's say a stack of pancakes sitting out there with that hazelnut and honey syrup that's actually been poured over top of it. The sun is starting to crest up. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's very comfortable, but you can feel the warmth of the sun coming down. And you've already had a version of this exotic resort's mimosa. It's not your traditional mimosa. It's not just the orange juice base. It's got some more citrus accords in it, mixed with some fine champagne in there. You're feeling good. You're having a great time. You're enjoying your trip with your friends. You're relaxed. You're chill. You're kind of in that party vibe, but not like hardcore party vibe, like you're about to go out to the club or anything like that. Like you're just like, damn, I'm loving life right now. that type of vibe, chilling on the beach side, drinking a mimosa, having a good time with your friends. That's what this fragrance reminds me of, because that is what resonates in my mindset every single time that I smell this. And I think that's why every time I put this on, it changes my mindset. It puts me in a completely different place, and it just makes me a happy, more go-lucky person. I'm a little bit more outgoing when I wear this, and I'm a little bit more flirtatious in some aspects, and just more fun overall, because that is what is triggering in my mind with me every time I put this thing on. So that's what it actually does. This fragrance is one of those that will trigger that emotional response for you, and it does it for me every single time. Phenomenal fragrance overall. Like I said, this is one of the ones that I will keep in my rotation for as long as I possibly can. The problem is with 1 Million Lucky is there are continuous rumors that it might be discontinued. Now, I don't know if it is discontinued at this point or if it's going to be discontinued, but it keeps coming up over and over and over. I have a small bottle, and then I have this bottle. So I feel like with that, I should be good. There's a possibility, because I enjoy this one so much, I might actually buy a backup bottle of this, and that's no joke. The next bottle that I buy, I might buy the biggest one that they make. I'm gonna see if I can find a 6.8 ounce bottle, because this is actually just the 3.4 ounce bottle. So if I can snag a deal on one of the 6.8 bottles, even though I got this one, no joke, I'm gonna have a backup bottle of this, because I like it that much. And every time I wear it, I do receive attention or a compliment from it. So it is a very phenomenal fragrance. If you can find it, it is becoming more increasingly difficult to find this for a decent price, because you will find this out there sometimes upwards right around $200 or more for this fragrance. So if you can find this in the ballpark of, you know, that 85, 90 bucks a bottle, or even a little bit less, I say snag it, pick it up. It's one of those that I feel kind of confident in telling you that if you like citrus floral accords, kind of mimosa-ish like, you will be perfectly fine wearing this. And this is 100% office safe. You're not gonna offend anybody with this. You can wear this out to the party, you can wear this out to the club, and it will do you wonders. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Do me a solid. If you like this content, smash the subscribe button. It don't cost you anything. It's free. It's right over here in this corner. It's right over here in this corner over here. And it helps out my channel. Give me some feedback in the comments. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. I want to improve these videos for you. I am doing these videos for the fragrance community as a whole, and I hope that I'm actually giving something back. If you see that I'm not doing something, or if you want me to do something, if you want it to be longer, if you want it to be shorter, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. I'll modify, I'll change, and I'll do this stuff for you, because at the end of the day, if you're happy, I'm happy. Cool. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.